What's going on, everybody? This is Demetrius Harris, your DAC funding broker. And on this channel, I help business owners get access to funding in all types of industries. If you own a dry cleaning business, laundry plant, garment care business, alteration and cleaner operation, or pickup and delivery dry cleaning service, and want to understand the best funding options for your business, this video is for you. Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more funding content. Hey, let's get into it, y'all. A lot of dry cleaner owners know they need funding, but they are not always sure which option makes the most sense. Maybe you need working capital for payroll and utilities. Maybe you need equipment financing for machines. Maybe you need money for repairs, marketing, expansion, or delivery vehicles. In this video, I'm going to break down the best funding options for dry cleaners, how they work, what lenders usually look for, common mistakes to avoid, and how to choose the right option for your business. Let's start with the reality of running a dry cleaning business. This industry has steady overhead and constant operating pressure. You have payroll, rent, utilities, chemicals, solvent, machine maintenance, repairs, insurance, supplies, customer service costs, and daily operations. On top of that, many dry cleaners need money for pressing equipment, washers, dry cleaning, machines, boilers, conveyors, delivery vans, software, and store upgrades. Even when customer flow is steady, these costs can still create pressure on cash flow. That is why funding can be such an important tool. One of the biggest mistakes business owners make is thinking all funding is the same. It is not. The best funding option depends on what your dry cleaning business actually needs. If the need is broad and flexible, one option may make more sense. If the need is tied to equipment, another option may be better. The smarter move is understand the options before you apply. One of the most common and useful options for dry cleaners is working capital. Working capital is flexible funding that may be used for day-to-day business expenses. That may include payroll, utilities, rent, chemicals, supplies, repairs, insurance, marketing, and general operations. This is one of the strongest options for dry cleaners because many business owners need flexibility, not just one single pressure. Working capital may be a strong option if your business is dealing with operating pressure across multiple areas. For example, if you need money for payroll, utilities, solvent, repairs, and general cash flow support, working capital may fit better than a product tied to one asset. It helps create breathing room while the business keeps moving. Another strong option for dry cleaners is equipment financing. Equipment financing is used when the business needs to buy a specific piece of equipment without paying the full cost up front. That may include dry cleaning machines, washers, dryers, pressing systems, boilers, conveyors, tagging systems, or other business critical equipment. Instead of draining all of your operating cash, equipment financing helps spread the cost over time. Equipment financing may be the better option when the need is clearly tied to a machine or asset. If your dry cleaning business needs a new press, upgraded washer, a new boiler, or another major piece of equipment, equipment financing may make more sense than flexible working capital. Why? Because the funding is directly connected to the equipment purchase, and it may help preserve your day-to-day operating cash. Some dry cleaners may also need capital for growth. Maybe you want to add pickup and delivery, open another location, renovate the current store, increase marketing, expand into commercial, garment care, or improve the customer experience. Expansion funding may help support those bigger moves. Growth usually costs money before the full return shows up. So this type of funding can help you move faster. A lot of dry cleaner owners do not think about funding until something breaks. But in this industry, repairs can hit hard and fast. Machines, boilers, presses, and delivery vehicles all create maintenance pressure. If a key piece of equipment goes down, it can affect revenue quickly. That is why many dry cleaners look for funding options that may help cover repairs without completely draining the business. If your dry cleaner business offers pickup and delivery, vehicle-related funding may matter too. Delivery vans, route vehicles, fuel, maintenance, and related costs can add up. Some dry cleaners grow faster when they add route-based service, but expansion into delivery usually takes money first. That is another reason funding may become important. If your main issue is payroll, utilities, rent, chemicals, and overall operating cash flow, then working capital is usually one of the strongest options to consider. That is because those are flexible business needs, not one-time asset purchases. Dry cleaners dealing with multiple operating pressures usually need room to breathe, and working capital is often designed for that. If your main issue is a machine, press, washer, boiler, or another physical asset, then equipment financing may be the better fit. This option may help you solve the equipment problem while keeping your operating cash more protected. So if the need is clearly equipment-based, this is often one of the best options to understand. Sometimes the answer is not just one product. Sometimes a dry cleaner may need both. You may need a new machine, but you may also need operating cash for payroll and utilities. In that case, it is important to understand the full picture of the business. The best strategy depends on the real need inside the company, not just the idea of getting money. Now, let's talk about what lenders usually look for. Whether you are exploring working capital, equipment financing, or another business funding option, lenders often review your time in business, your monthly revenue, your cash flow, bank activity, existing debt, personal credit profile. The key thing to understand is that lenders usually want to see the full business picture. They want to know if the business is active, stable, and financially manageable. A lot of dry cleaners owners think funding decisions are only about credit. Credit matters, but it is not always the only thing. Revenue matters, deposits matters, cash flow matters, bank activity matters. So even if credit is not perfect, there may still be options depending on how the full business picture looks. One of the biggest mistakes dry cleaners make is waiting too long. They wait until payroll gets tight, utilities are due, repairs become urgent, or growth opportunities are already slipping away. Another mistake is not knowing which product fits their actual business need. Some owners also hurt their foul by mixing personal and business financing, having too many overdraft, weak record keeping, or not knowing their numbers clearly. Business bank statements often tell lenders a lot. Consistent deposit, positive balances, and cleaner account activity can help strengthen the file. Too many overdraft, negative days, or signs of financial stress can weaken it. That is why cleaner banking matters so much. It can improve approval odds and help the business look more stable. Let's say your dry cleaning business is active, but payroll is tight. Utility bills are rising. Solvent and supply costs are adding pressure, and you need breathing room across the whole operation. In that situation, working capital may make more sense because the need is flexible and tied to multiple areas of the business. Now, let's say your core issue is that a press or a cleaning machine needs to be replaced, and that machine directly affects productivity and revenue. In that case, equipment financing may make more sense because the funding is tied to that one equipment purchase. It may help solve the problem without putting as much pressure on a daily operating cash. If you want to choose the best option, ask these questions. What is the money actually for? Is it the equipment, specific, or operational? Does the business need flexibility or a defined asset purchase? Is the pressure short-term, long-term, or both? What does the business bank activity look like right now? What is the clearest use of funds? The better you understand the real need, the better your funding choice usually becomes. If you want to improve your approval odds, keep deposits consistent, separate business and personal finances, reduce overdrafts and negative bank activity. Know your average monthly revenue. Understand your current debt. Be clear on what the funds will be used for. Keep records organized and do not wait until the business is already under extreme pressure before exploring options. At the end of the day, the best funding options for a dry cleaning business depends on what the business actually needs. If the pressure is payroll, utilities, repairs, and daily operations, working capital may be one of the strongest options. If the issue is a specific machine or equipment purchase, equipment financing may make more sense. The key is understanding the difference, choosing the right fit, and positioning your business the right way. If you own a dry cleaning business and want to explore the best funding options for payroll, equipment, repairs, operations, or growth, check the link in the description to see what options may be available for your business. And make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more funding content. And I will see you in the next video.